everyone, I'm Tara and welcome to my channel Discovering Vegan Food. So today what we're going to do is we're going to make breaded aubergine balls. So for anyone that hasn't made these before, it is basically aubergine with some onion. There's going to be a little bit of vegan cheese inside, and then we're going to dip that into some breadcrumbs, and then we're going to fry it, and it's absolutely delicious. So before I went through the process of becoming vegetarian and then vegan, I used to love meatballs. So these for me is something that I wanted to recreate for any meatball lovers out there. Whether you're starting to become a vegetarian or moving on to vegan, or maybe you just want a couple of nights off a week, instead of having meat, you want to try something different. So these eggplants or aubergine, whatever you like to call it, are absolutely beautiful. So let's get started. So we're just going to start by cutting our aubergines. I have 1.5 aubergine here. I'm just going to take off the top and this the meat bottom. Now it's so easy with the aubergine to use up, whatever you have lying around. I'm just going to slice these. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cube them, and then we're going to fry them. You're just looking for, the aubergine really to be cubed into about this size, even smaller if you want. You missed a bit. Okay, so slight change of plan. I was going to cut up some onion and some garlic, and I was going to fry that and then add the aubergine, but I've just realized I don't have any onion. So I'm going to cut the garlic now, and I'm going to fry that, and then I'm going to add the aubergine. I'm going to add I'm going to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to add some onion powder. Okay, but for everyone else, if you have onions, please add 1 medium onion, and you can fry it along with the fresh garlic that I have, okay? Let's go. We're going to add 3 garlic cloves now, okay? And I got this really interesting garlic peeler because, well, I wanted something to help me peel my garlic. Simple as that. So I'm going to try it out now, and we're going to see if it works. Hopefully it does. And you're just supposed to put it in and roll it. This is not working. Okay, we're not going to use that. I'm going to use a good old-fashioned knife. That's what we're going to use. aubergine or eggplant, whatever way you call the vegetable. It's okay just to add all of the aubergine then. If you have a big enough pot. That a nice stir. Just break up any cubes of aubergine that haven't quite been cut properly. Just let that cook for about 4 to 5 minutes. Just keep stirring once in a while so it doesn't burn on the bottom. Yeah, I'm just going to add a teaspoon of onion granules because I forgot I had no onion. I'm going to add half a teaspoon of sage and then a teaspoon of parsley. And just to give that another stir. Already smells absolutely delicious already. You can really smell those herbs coming out in the flavor. So the aubergine looks nice and translucent now. Okay, that's the way that you want to cook it until it has that kind of translucent. And then we're going to add a teaspoon of salt. Whatever salt you'd like to use, it's up to you. I use pink Himalayan salt. Give that a stir. And then add 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. Okay, and then just give that a nice mix in there. So I'm just going to transfer the aubergine mixture now into another mixing bowl. I'm just going to let that cool. And then when it cools down, we're going to come back to it and we're going to add some more ingredients. So this is cooled down nicely. So now what we're going to add is 40 grams of bread. I'm going to add 20 grams of vegan Parmesan cheese, which tastes so good. And another stir. And then we're also going to add 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Sprinkle this in. There we go. Okay, and just give that a good mash down because then we're going to roll these into balls and we are going to roll them in some more breadcrumbs. You get that beautiful texture then when you fry it up. It's got that perfect crunch with that kind of soft, tasty inside. Okay, so now we're going to make our aubergine balls. Okay, so just pick up your aubergine balls. Then just roll them into a nice little ball. I think about this size is pretty accurate. You can make them small or bigger if you wish, but I kind of like them just like so. We're going to do something. We're going to have a little cheese surprise in the inside as well. So I've got some pre-cut up little slices of cheese here. I'm just going to place that in the inside. Then when you cut into them, it's nice and melts. Okay, now we're going to dip that into the aubergine. Or dip the aubergine, sorry, into the breadcrumbs. Go ahead and do that for the rest of the aubergine balls. Our breaded cheese aubergine. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to put them into the fridge to cool. Okay, so now we're going to do the tomato sauce. We're just going to cut the tomatoes up. You don't need to be perfect, just chopped quite roughly. So you've got 4 tomatoes. It's going to be a tomato and red pepper sauce. And feel free to put, maybe tomato paste if that's something that you like to put into your tomato sauce. I just really like to use, fresh tomatoes, and everything's quite tasty with the herbs that I use. See, it doesn't come off as red as it usually would when you add tomato paste, but it really is your choice. Okay, so that's our 4 tomatoes. Now we're also going to do 3 garlic cloves. If you want to do minced garlic, feel free. My mincer is not great. If you've seen maybe before. I'm just going to chop these nice and rough. And with the ginger, I mean, you can probably use about that much ginger. It depends really, how much ginger you like in your dishes. And I always keep the skin on. Give it a good wash, of course, but I keep the skin on because there's a lot of vitamins in the skin. Next, we're going to chop half a red pepper. And again, you can just do this quite roughly. The pieces don't need to be perfect cubes, perfect sizes, because what we're going to do anyway is we're going to blend all of this together. So really just rough pieces. Let that heat up. So I'm just going to add the 3 cloves of garlic together, along with about a 2 centimeter chopped ginger. Just give that a stir. And just let that fry now as well. as it starts turning brown, you can just add the pepper, so half a pepper. And just cook that for about a minute. Then we'll add the 4 tomatoes. Cook that for a further 4 to 5 minutes. Just put it at a little simmer so they don't burn. Now let's add a teaspoon of mixed herbs, a tablespoon of nutritional yeast, another teaspoon of onion granules, and a tablespoon of Worcester sauce, or people say Worcester sauce. I'm going to do a teaspoon of basil, give that a stir. You can already start smelling the herbs combining now with the tomatoes. It smells delicious. And then we're going to add 200 milliliters of veg stock. Fry that now for another, say, 2 minutes. And then add some chopped coriander. Give that a good stir. And then we can just turn off the sauce and just let it cool down before we blend. Or if you have a glass blender, mine is plastic, so I need to wait for it to cool down. But if you have a different blender that you're able to put hot liquids in, feel free to just blend that now. Okay, moment of truth. Let's test the tomato sauce. Oh my god, that's so good. Success. Beautiful.